Let's talk about some of my favorite TV ships. And the first up on the list, because this was the first on my mind, Fran, Fine, and Mr. Sheffield. I don't know, something about it. I love a good will they, won't they, a good maybe down the line. They really love each other, but they refuse to admit it. The yearning, that was it for me. I love them. In the same regard, let's go Zoe and Wade from The Heart of Dixie. Now, yes, was Wade was trash. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. He knew he was trash. She knew he was trash. They broke up. They had to get back together again. They had to work some things out. Now, I will say the whole Zoe gets pregnant thing, I'm not a fan of the pregnancy trope. But I really do think that they were supposed to be together. Same concept of this, like, will they, won't they? Kind of like a hate to love, really more so an annoyance to love. I love that. Love that. In regards to another Zoe, but this time it's Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, let's talk about Zoe and Simon. Listen, Simon, Simon, listen, when he sung, what did he sing with his ex-girlfriend? It was Happier. He could sing, he could get jiggy. Yeah, girl, Simon. But I get it. I get it. We had to go with the friends to lovers trope. I get it. But I don't know. I was rooting for them. Did you? Into You? When he sung Into You in the kitchen? That's all I'm saying. But I understand why it ended the way it did. They shouldn't have gotten canceled. But I understand why the writers wrapped it up the way they needed to. NBC, I'm watching you. Let's talk about Arnez and Brianna. Now, listen. My little teen heart, when I finally grew up and I was watching it, out of order, because that's usually how it happened when you're watching the reruns and stuff, I love them down. I know they didn't end up together, but I don't know. It was some... Listen, and that was also a friends to lovers trope. But then they decided they still loved each other, they still respect each other, but then they were like, we're not going to be together anymore. I was like, why? But I really do think they came back together. Bonnie and Enzo from The Vampire Diaries. I loved that my girl finally got, like, a good person. Now, yeah, I know. He wasn't good at the start, but he was changing for her, becoming to be a better person for her and with her, you know what I'm saying? And then Julie. I'll never forgive you for that. Captain Hook and Emma from Once Upon a Time. Like I said, I love a good annoyance to lover, enemies to lover. That was an enemies to lover. But to be fair, it was still enemies to lover, but he became a nicer and better person down the line. But yeah, that one had me. Adding my top fave, Janine and Gregory, hands down. The minute he gave his ex-girlfriend a Lego flower, and Janine was like, oh my gosh, I would have loved that. Yeah. Even though we already knew they were supposed to be together, but like, Lego flower, where is my Gregory? What? But no, like, they're so perfect. It's cute. And that's just to list a few, but what are some of your favorite TV ships?